Losers semis is underway. Pooch Money back on the other side of the camera against Apathy. Now, Pooch had one of the most ridiculous sets I have ever seen, and I casted grand finals of the last Shockwave, all right? Let me tell you that.
That was pretty ridiculous.
That was pretty outlandish. What was it, like when you start out with a Ganon Ditto on standard Great Cave Offensive and follow that up with a Shulk Ditto on the Xenoblade stage? Please. Gower Plains? Good lord. But Pooch seems like he is still not actually playing this as clean as we had expected. He's going for Captain Falcon, a character who he despises instead of that standard Samus. Now, any ideas why, aside from the fact that it's Pooch freaking Money?
I think it's also a character matchup thing. Samus against Toon Link is a little bit obnoxious because Toon Link does sort of the same thing as Samus, where like he runs around and throws projectiles at you and is super obnoxious from long range. And Falcon does a really good job of just saying, oh, you're going to be over there. I guess I'll just put hitboxes there before you're even there, and then I'll hit you, and then I'll kill you. So.
He's been getting a couple of these hits, but definitely doesn't have those super scary follow-ups that we expect whenever we see a lot of these Falcons. This grab might change things, though. He waits for the tech, and then he collides with that bear. Arrow alleviating a bit of pressure from Apathy, just trying to take control of the center stage. So what's Apathy's game plan whenever he's going into this game?
So it's kind of weird, because normally his game plan is to run away from his opponent until he's like, They get frustrated and try to approach poorly, and then they get caught by a bomb or something, or a grab like that, and take tons and tons of damage, which he seems like he's actually doing pretty well now. Normally that's kind of hard to do against Falcon because he's so fast. But he's been doing a pretty good job counteracting the dash dancing with boomerangs and finding the right time to pull bombs out. Yes, like right there is normally when you would want to pull a bomb out as Toon Link, but Pooch was already there with the neutral air to punish it, but Apathy, understanding that, chose to not pull a bomb and instead dash dance and then dodge the nair accordingly.
Oh, nice. That was a little forward tilt, wasn't it? Huh. You don't really see. I don't know if I see that option all that often, truth be told.
Yeah, it reaches pretty far below the stage, just a little bit, since it's got like the arc similar to like the Marth Ray forward smash. But
smart play from Apathy is giving him this one stock lead so far. Who's hoping to cut this down? Apathy has done that twice. I've noticed he has a tendency to roll towards the center whenever he's standing on that platform. So.
Yeah, Pooch doing a really good job using back air to cover that. Oh, but he does not have a double jump. And Falcon without a double jump. Not a very good recovery.
Yeah. Kind of less of a Falcon, more of a dodo.
Yeah. Oh, falling into the bear on the way down. Okay.
That was honestly another game where we saw just how critical it was to have a really big punish game, right? A really consistent punish game like that, because that was where I think we saw a lot of the dividends.
Yes.
From a stock percent standpoint. We looked at one of Pooch's openings, and despite the fact he's playing a character like Falcon, he didn't get as many follow-ups, and he didn't really find as many grabs. And when he would find grabs, not the best conversions off of them. Whereas Apathy made the most of all of his punishes. He consistently would get punishes that were just were at worst good and at best monstrous.
Yes. Yeah, so getting like 50-80% off of the random conversions where like Pooch covered the platform well with back air, but what Falcon normally is doing is landing like more grabs or down airs or knees, which ends your opponent's stocks, which is really what he needs to be doing.
Exactly. Well, the switch to Mario, and this is a character that you've been messing around with for quite some time now.
Yes. Yeah, this character also has pretty good grab conversions against Toon Link. Has ways to mitigate the bombs with his own fireballs and with Cape, so he does a pretty good job of cutting through Toon Link's zoning. And he also has that. Like, he had the down throw conversions last basically forever. I mean, if your opponent's actually to the point where your down throw doesn't combo anymore, you're probably going to kill him with back throw. So it's a really good way of getting consistent damage against Toon Link.
I just love how close to face Pooch has been playing this as well. Like you touched on, he gets so much off of those grabs. So he prefers being up close and personal. Not only does it make Apathy a bit scared when it comes to pulling out some of the projectiles, but it also allows Pooch to be in the position that he needs to get a lot of conversions.
Yeah, Mario very, very good at the upfront conversions. But I mean, he has so many tools whenever he's up close to his opponent. He has jab, he has down tilt, he has down smash, he has up smash, which is surprisingly good, and of course grab.
Pooch whiffing that grab results in him losing the stock. After he put one on the board, he's doing some of those AGT shenanigans that he's gotten particularly good at. Maybe in the lab a bit with Lunchables from time to time?
Possibly. I imagine he watches all the Lunchables videos.
Oh, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, if you are a Toon Link player. Good conversion off the down tilt.
This stock seems a lot closer, I feel, than the last one.
Yeah, I think the main thing is that Apathy has been picking up on when exactly it is that Pooch has been going for the grabs. And since Pooch isn't actually jump canceling his grabs, he's doing dash grabs instead. It's leaving him really, really open whenever he misses it. Oh, that boomerang saving him.
Maybe one of the clutchest boomerangs I've ever seen.
Very good conversion. He could have dropped with up air. He could have dropped with neutral air, down air even. Instead, chooses to drop below his opponent completely and land the super sweet spot up B.
Smart play from Apathy, bringing him right back into this game. He's retaining the stock lead. He should be getting some nice extra credit as well. That bomb opened up Pooch. Does he still have this double jump?
Yes, he does.
Yep, still able to make it back, but Pooch, perfect spacing on that F smash and the taunt cancel for good measure as well.
Oh yeah, but he just needs one grab to bring this back. No, oh, doesn't quite get the best punish. So Mario can actually get regrabs against Toon like at lower percents, but understandably if you're not actually maining Mario to just go for the really simple up smash, he does get some potential follow-ups off of that.
Do you think the rising platform had something to do with the whiff as well?
Possibly. It's hard to say. So there are a lot of like different ways you could use the up smash, a lot of different ways you can DI it. Like you can reverse it and it'll still combo, and that changes like the trajectories and everything, and how your opponent DIs what you can follow up afterwards with.
Pooch in a really bad position here. Proactively uses the cape. It doesn't need to hit, but Apathy, his conversions off of these bombs in this game, really, really good, especially when these percents get to those higher percents.
Yeah, being able to convert off of the bombs at high percents and actually land kills is one of the big hallmarks of Toon-like play. Very, very good that he is. Oh, gets the dunk!
Come on and slam. Welcome to the jam. 5% separate these players. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Apathy needs this game to go and win the series, and Pooch needs it to stay alive. He's opening up Apathy with some of these up airs. Drop down Nair, not going to be able to collide, but Pooch getting one of these grabs. His follow-ups haven't been the best towards this endgame. And Apathy, however, we've seen just how devastating some of his follow-ups can be. Praised Pooch previously on those well-spaced forward smashes. They're not going to be connecting yet. Apathy had maybe an opportunity, but kind of whiffs it. Doesn't quite judge the rotation of the platform, and Pooch staying alive. Apathy nearly lived that. That was insane.
Almost. Very, very close.
That was insane.
Yeah. That is one of the really important things of Mario play is that since he gets those kill confirms off of grab.
What was it that Pooch did? I mean, I feel like he just turned it up so much in that last stock. But what was it when you go back and analyze what happened?
I think he started landing grabs. Like he wasn't getting the 100% optimal conversions off the grab, but he was getting grab up smash consistently and not comboing afterwards, but putting on really good pressure and like doing damage, getting edge guarding off stage. There were a couple of times where Apathy could have converted. Like he tried to do. Pooch tried to do the neutral air off stage and missed, and upbeat onto the stage itself, and Apathy didn't quite take advantage of that. There was a little bit of a scramble there that he didn't 100% punish.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a role reversal because in the early game we were kind of critical of Pooch and his lack of conversions and lack of landings of the grab itself, but Apathy had a lot of opportunities to get some of these grabs, failed to really capitalize on those, and Pooch really walked away at the end of game number 2.
Yes, he did.
So this switch to Charizard, bit unorthodox,
yeah.
but what's going through the mind aside from the fact that you want to fight fire with fire?
So Apathy has been actually playing Charizard lately. Like it's a character he's been like picking up as a secondary, and I think is actually a pretty good choice in this situation because Charizard's jab is going to make Mario's life very, very difficult.
He has a great tool now to deal with Pooch, seeing as Pooch has been playing so up close and personal. And tell me a little bit more about that jab. Like, what is it that makes it so scary to deal with?
It's basically like a cheek F-tilt on a jab. Like it hits really far in front of him, even farther than cheek F-tilt. Comes out really fast, doesn't have much end lag, and can combo if it hits, as you are seeing now.
Pooch certainly going to have to think twice. That seismic toss not doing him any favors as he drops early. 1 minute into this game, plenty of explosions. Plenty.
Yeah, that top platform definitely going to be something to look out for. Getting grabbed underneath it will be painful.
Bit of a clash. Pooch able to come out on top there, sneaking in that down smash. Gonna go for the cape as well, but the slowest of get-up attacks catches him off guard. Ooh, the surprise dunk! I don't know what's more surprising, the fact that he did the dunk or the fact that it killed. Good lord!
Mario forward air, extremely strong. Well, if he can get a grab on Charizard at low percent, it should be a lot of damage.
Oh, forward air from Charizard, certainly a lot of knockback, and it's too much for Pooch to deal with. That edge hog from Apathy puts him up 1. So how's Pooch going to fight his way back into this game?
I think he needs to start landing grabs, which, I mean, would be optimal. There he goes. It's hard to get in close to Charizard because he's got the jab. And he's even outside of jab, he's got stuff like that in there. He's got forward tilt, which has tons and tons of reach. He's very good at keeping opponents away from him.
I think that Pooch might have some degree of familiarity with the matchup because does Metroid live in his area?
Around the roughly area. I don't think he doesn't live in Chicago itself anymore. I believe it's still Illinois. But,
right.
So he may have some experience, but probably not, consistent experience in local tournaments.
This is very true. This is very true. And I don't know how much Mario versus Charizard experience he has in particular.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that was what you're talking about before, that nair from Charizard. Just so much coverage and was able to clip Pooch as he landed on that right platform. And again, that nair being applied so nicely from Apathy. I mean, a third time's a charm, I suppose. Nearly gets the slam with that dare, but that seismic toss is going to be the stock, and Pooch is down to just one.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. He needs to end this stock and get like several really quick gimps to be able to stick it into this. That Cape would have done the trick. It's a little bit tricky because of the size of the glide attack hitbox, but at this point in time, he does need to start taking risks.
Yeah, it's such a tall order for Pooch because, like you said, he has to take risks, but he also has to minimize some of the damage that he's taking. And if he messes up one time, as you can see, Charizard's damage output can be pretty gnarly for some of these stray hits that he's getting.
Yeah, he doesn't get much combos, but just like the raw 1-2s. It does a lot of damage, and he pushes you off stage because he hits so hard, which can be very, very bad. Oh, that barely makes it on stage.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake, but Apathy's still managing to hold onto the stock. Pooch really struggling here. Forward throw.
Yeah, the forward throw correctly. This will be the end of his stock. He'll get a chance, but yeah.
Oh, Apathy, please. Really smart decision-making, actually, from Apathy with that decision to throw as well, because Pooch, more likely than not, was dying around Seismic Toss, right?
Possibly. Well, I think he just got cut off guard because for Seismic Toss actually sends at a perfectly 45-degree
That's
angle.
true, that's true.
So the way you want to DI depends on where you are on the stage. And since he was at the ledge like that, you would want to DI up and in so that you're closer to the ceiling.
Very well said.
Yeah, so just the forward throw is just a quick surprise, I imagine.
Quick surprises.